You know what fucks me up? You know what really, really fucks me up is like people that people that have parents that don't pay attention to their kids, or parents that don't watch their kids. You know, parents that have a bunch of kids irresponsibly and like aren't able to tend to the kids, or like parents that like just push their kids into the neighborhood because you know whatever they doing or whatever they got going on at the time is more important, you know what I'm saying, than paying attention to their kids or spending time with their kids or monitoring their kids. You know, you got parents that will allow their kids to spill out into the neighborhood and terrorize the neighborhood, terrorize the neighbors while they get high or sit on their phones all day or lay up and fuck all day or just sit around and do nothing. That shit blows my mind, bro. And I ain't speaking from the aspect of being a perfect parent, because I'm not. But what I don't do is allow my kids to be unsupervised. You know what I'm saying? I could be out with my kids and I'm still on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just that type of person. It ain't even about being that type of dad, mom. I'm just that type of person. This is my responsibility. This is what I'm looking after. And that's just what it is. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And it's ignorant, and it's you know, when you live around people, or you live in an area where, you know, cause when you got neighbors, bro, even if, you know, they not inside your crib, or even if they don't live right next door to you, sometimes the things they do, it will affect you mentally, you know what I'm saying? Just in those ways, like, you know what I'm saying? When you live around people that, when you live around like pieces of shit, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how, like, you know, it's these people that live like around me, and I think the craziest thing about it is, like, you know, kids is kids, whatever. They gonna have fun and shit. They gonna do what they gonna do. They doing whatever they doing. But it's the parents' responsibility to navigate, to instruct. I understand more like why the old heads, you know, back in the day used to give us hell for sitting on their steps, or just making a bunch of noise. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, kids gonna be kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But like I said, it's up to the parents to really step in and, like, you know, teach them that, or navigate them the right way. But like I was saying, I live around these trifling ass people, right? With all these kids. It's like, I think it's like two different families. And they just let their kids go. Just go out there. You know what I'm saying? And just do whatever. They don't look after them. They not monitoring them. You know, that leaves opportunity for things to happen. You know, for people's belongings, like, you know, cars, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's like, that's basically like you live in this one ass house, but you letting your kids run around and they have no instruction that they on other people's porches, steps. Y'all live in this one fucking house, this one square, this one little area, and y'all kids is on everybody else's property. You know what I mean? In front of everybody else's house. When y'all live where y'all live at, but for some reason y'all kids is all over the neighborhood. Like, it's a real thing, bro. A lot of people aren't qualified to have children, to be parents. You know, we fuck and we think, you know, we in the moment, damn, sex feels so good, and we just out here. It's just so many unfit mothers and fathers that's on planet fucking Earth that it's unrealistic. And I think, like, I have the biggest issue, for one, with just living in the city. Like, I told motherfuckers, like, I'm going to definitely be on some farmland of my own, somewhere secluded, you know what I'm saying, when it's all said and done, because I can't, I don't like people that, I dislike people that are just careless. You know what I'm saying? Like, that are messy, careless, trifling, ignorant, inconsiderate. Like, that shit do something to my spirit, bro. And you have so many people out here that's just fucking and having kids, and that's it. Like, okay, she pregnant, I'm a dad, we come together, I go to work, I try to pay the bills, or we try to survive, whatever. But it's like, it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? Than just being a mom, being a dad. Like, it's just a lot more to it. And I just feel like it's so many people that's just unfit for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it shows. That's why you got it's just it's when you think about it, it's just, man, it's like, wow, bro. Like, you know, and I think the craziest thing about what I'm saying is, they live near, our block is literally next to a park, 10 feet away from the park. But it goes back to what I was saying about just people that's unfit for being parents. Y'all rather, instead of stepping away from getting high, stepping away from being on the phone scrolling, stepping away from fucking, stepping away from sitting around the house doing nothing, and going outside with your kids, because we do have a neighborhood park that's 10 feet away. Your house is even closer to the park than my house, but I know the park is extremely close. Instead of stepping away from the things that you're doing that don't have any importance, to take your kids to the park and sit over there and watch them and be parents, that's not important enough. Y'all rather go play out in traffic, go play in the driveway. Mind you, this is where they kids play at. They play in the driveway, not the park. Why would you go play at the park when you could play in the driveway, where cars flying up and down, up and down, up and down? Yeah, go play out in traffic. This is my thing, and this is what I have a problem with. Y'all foreigners, because I think that's what they like, foreigners. I mean, they Americanized, but you can tell they like, you know what I mean, they from somewhere else. They not, you know what I mean, from here. This is the problem that I have. y'all wanna, because I know why y'all don't allow y'all kids to go to the park and play at the park instead of running through the neighborhood. People could be fucking getting ready for work the next day, praying, I don't know, meditating, trying to sleep, whatever, trying to watch some TV, whatever. You can hear that sound in your house, that noise. Like, it's like a fucking, it's like a zoo. I know I'm not the only one that, you know what I'm saying, be shaking my head at this shit. Y'all rather them do that and terrorize the neighborhood and not have them go to the park where it just makes more sense. But I know why. Same reason I won't let my kids go to the park, but my kids not in the neighborhood, terrorizing the neighborhood and making a bunch of fucking noise and on everybody else's property. You know what I'm saying? Having a good old time. It's all good. Listen, I was a kid once, bro. I done been around niggas that we throwing rocks and shit we shouldn't be doing. Somebody done broke Mr. Such and Such fucking his car window. Or niggas, we playing tag football, flag football, tackle, and somebody knocked Mr. Such and Such window, his rear view mirror off. When you a kid, you don't have no reason to worry about how much that costs. But now as an adult, fast forward, it's like, bro, all that can be avoided. Cause it's all good until some shit happen. Until somebody's shit is affected. Y'all bust somebody's window out or y'all do, it's all good. I mean, it ain't never was good, but to them, it's all good. But, you know, the interesting part about this is, y'all rather have them doing that while y'all doing nothing at all and not let them go to the park. Now, again, like I said, my kids, they ain't in the neighborhood. We don't do none of that. When I take them to the park, we go outside the neighborhood, right? Y'all do that, and I know why y'all doing it, because the violence in the neighborhood is the ghetto. Shit go down. Niggas over there, they rolling blunts, they drinking, you know what I mean? They drinking, smoking, music on. Niggas is busting traps, all types of shit over at the park. I get it, I know that, right? This is my issue though. Y'all move in these black neighborhoods because it's affordable, because it's cheap, but y'all don't want to take what come with living in the black neighborhood. Y'all don't want to deal with nothing else. And y'all don't feel like y'all need to deal with nothing else. It's like, we live around here, that's what it is. But my kids ain't going to the park. We're going to have them run up and down the fucking driveway. We're going to have them run up and down the block and be on other people's porches and other people's lawns and shit. See, it's crazy, bro, because it's like, that shit, I got an issue with that. Y'all want to reap the benefits of living in a poor black neighborhood by having, you know, affordable living, but y'all don't want to take what come with living in those type of, you know, areas or whatever. But y'all want to reap the benefits of the other shit. So fuck everything else. Had them disturbing the peace when it's a park 10 feet away. But because of the circumstances and the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind, like, that, you know, that's why I said I'm getting the fuck out of this type of shit, because it's a lot of other reasons, but one of the main ones is like, bro, I'm a peaceful type of person. That's what I yearn. My soul is yearning for that. Like, I don't want to be around, because I just have a real problem with people that offload they shit on you. I'm your neighbor, or we neighbors, but I don't want to deal with what y'all do. I don't want to have to deal with what y'all got going on. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? By default, because I live near, or I live a few doors down, I don't want to have to deal with that. Y'all loud, y'all playing music, y'all getting high, or y'all kids running around 9 o'clock at night. It's pitch black outside. They still out running around and making no, like, bro, I'm cool. That's why I said, like, I know for a fact where I'm going with my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody worrying about materials and this and the latest this, bro. I'm ready to stack this bread and get the fuck out the city, bro. if I can get the fuck out of America. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the things that you have to deal with living in the city, row homes, urban, inner city, like it's a lot. And it's like it's like a shuffle button, bro. You don't know what you gonna get. You don't know who you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thankful I don't live right next door to these niggas, but the niggas that live right next door to me ain't that much better than them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I don't know. This shit just was on my heart. I had to vent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel better now, but man. And you know, the saddest part about all this shit is I don't know when this shit gonna be over. It ain't over till that's what it is. I gotta, like I said, I gotta keep grinding and get up out of here because this shit and you know the interesting thing? I had a motherfucker tell me like, well, you know, it might not be every day. It's probably not every day that they doing that, is it? You know, it's so bad, it don't even matter if it's every day. It feel like every day. Nigga, it could be Monday, Wednesday, Sunday. But in my mind, it's every day. You know what I'm saying? Because when you had enough of some shit, and when certain shit is just like, it's just enough is enough, that's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, I just, want to, talk about that shit, bro. Crazy, man.